There is no doubt that the United States of America and Great Britain are the pioneers of democracy in the world. By exercising advanced democracy in the United States of America and Great Britain, the people have so improved themselves and become self-developed to be able to choose highly intelligent and far-sighted politicians. These politicians are navigating their country, democracy, and economy accurately and are targeted towards the prosperity, higher standards, and better future for their people. As a result of these processes, a strategic paradox has built up between the United States of America and Great Britain on one side and the European Union on the other side. The United States of America starts to build the Mexican Wall, while the Great Britain distances itself from the European Union. In this process, as the European Union, which sees itself pinned, helpless, and vulnerable, it starts to demolish the wall between Europe and the Middle East to use young and cheap labor from one side and have access to the Middle Eastern energy sources and their market on the other side. The Americans, with their high technology and enough sources of energy and raw materials, as well as Great Britain together, have the number one place in the world competition and therefore have no concerns. My advice to the European Union is to behave humanly and in a godly manner to build and improve the Middle Eastern peoples and their traditions like a big brother and teacher by putting them to work as well as in their countries, which needs to export the technology and investments. The European Union needs to open the gates of knowledge from one side and watching their behavior closely from the other side to prevent them harming the world with their Islamic ideals. This is only way to stop Middle Eastern terrorism in the world. The most important part of Middle East is Iran, which covers today's Iran and Persia in its history in general, which includes Kurdistan, Afghanistan, Balochistan, Azerbaijan, and the other parts from one side and the nation of Israel on the other side. They need to build a third union in the region in order to build a platform for stability, peace, politically as well as economically in the world. In order to achieve these goals, first we need to get rid of Islamic Republic, establish the United States of Iran and the Confederation of conventional Iran around it. Turkey needs to sit down, or the world needs to make him sit down. This is the best and the only way to establish peace, increase the productivity, and release the fear and stress in the world according to history, tradition, and the culture of this people and the will of God. With the Freedom Front of Iran, with the help of God and the support of true powers of the world, are able and willing to make sure our part happens. God bless the world, the Freedom Front of Iran. هوشنگ رادخو